And for the first time in a long time, we're going to talk some Cavs. Huge win over the Rockets. Cavs have been on fire towards the top of the Eastern Conference, knocking on the door of the playoffs a little bit early in the season, but looking real good. Drew, let's go to you first here. I don't think we're going to be talking about Dylan Windler, but there have been many Cavs who have stepped up this year. What do you love about this team this season?
Oh man, this is I love that the Cavs have sort of zigged when the rest of the league has zagged, or vice versa, however you want to say it. Like to roll out 3 7-footers out there, 2 of which who could really shoot, the other of which is an all-star, potentially all NBA player in Jarrett Allen. He probably won't get there if Giannis is listed as a center, but. This team is so fun to watch. Like I haven't had this much fun watching the Cavs since like the 2015, 16, 16, 17 type seasons, right? Like before Kevin Durant went to the Warriors type stuff. It is so much fun to watch them. They're up to 6th in the power rankings. That's behind the Bucks and the Nets in the Eastern Conference. They're the number 4 seed right now, and before this game against the Rockets. Before this game, they had played the hardest schedule in the league.
Ooh.
I think after this game, it's now the second hardest up to this point in the season. They are 17-12. They're the number 4 seed. The rest of the way, they have either the easiest or now second easiest schedule the rest of the way through till the end of the season. They're 8-2 in their last 10. And of those 8 victories, all of them have been by at least double digits. That certainly goes for today when they're going to win this thing by like 40-some points. They can score from just about anywhere. They can shoot it. They can, and I love, the Throwland offense. They run pick and roll, and then it's just an alley-oop left and right. I don't know why nobody can stop it, but nobody can. It is. They are a lot of fun, and if you haven't taken notice of the Cleveland Cavaliers yet, do so. This is a fun team. Get up to a game, watch them on TV if you're able to. A little bit of a dig at Eric there. I don't know why Bally's won't let you, but I imagine that's going to happen. Right to your congressman, whatever it takes. You need to be watching the Cleveland Cavaliers. They are must-see TV. They are a ton of fun to watch.
Yeah, it's been some awesome games. The win against the Heat, Kevin Love, 23 points in that victory. Love sort of coming back. I think they're controlling his minutes, but he's been able to pick his spots and really benefit this team. Darius Garland just having a great season with Colin Sexton out. Eric, this team, I think the last 10 videos we've done on the Cavs have been about trades or the draft, but now it finally seems like we have like a great core or even some depth on this roster.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing that really stands out is the team kind of identifying what they need to do and their role on that team. And it seems like they're playing selfless basketball. Obviously, they're passing the ball around. They're getting good looks, whether that's deep threes or easy slam dunks. I got 5 guys quickly that I want to talk about. You got your 2 position groups and your wild card, your 2 point guards of Darius Garland leading the team with 18.9 points per game, nearly 2-to-1 assist turnover ratio, and averaging 7.5 assists per game. Then you got Ricky Rubio, who's kind of rejuvenized his career with 12.8 points per game, 6.3 assists per game, and a 2.4 assist to turnover ratio. So
Wow.
when one of those 2 guys on the floor at a time, they're good facilitators and they can shoot the ball. And Rubio's this is probably his peak of his career as far as performance currently, but Garland's, I'm like to think, is only going to go up from here. So we got 2 good point guards. You got the 2 centers of Allen and Mobley. Allen, 17.3 points per game, 11.1 rebounds, and he's got a 71.4% field goal percentage, but most of those are dunks, but it's still a nice stat to read off. I'll take it. Evan Mobley, the rookie, 13.8 points per game, 8.3 rebounds per game. Those are good stats for a rookie that's only been in the league for however many games of 30 some games or so.
Rookie of the
Right.
year numbers.
And he has 2.5 assists per game, which doesn't seem like a lot, but for a center, that's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie there. And last but not least is the wild card, Lauri Markkanen. I think it was, we were kind of intrigued when they picked him up, but, he's been a good role player for this team. 14.1 points per game, about 5.5 rebounds, and he's making about just over a third of his 3-pointers, which, you could say isn't too great, but he is a power forward. So the fact that he's making it at some of the not as great guards rates, that's good enough for my book. So again, I think they're all playing as a cohesive unit. There's a good atmosphere. I think Bickerstaff's deserves a lot of credit for this, and he's showing good leadership, and I hope it continues. And last but not least is I think I remember being very down on Kevin Love last year for how selfish he was and how much he wanted out, and he's really turned it around this year. I hope it keeps it up, but if he does, hopefully we'll have some playoff basketball to be discussing in several months and not the draft.
I think, Rick, real quick, I think we can make an actual argument here. I'm not saying it's set in stone here, but I think there's an argument to be made that the Cleveland Cavaliers won the James Harden trade. I actually believe that, right? Like, we got Jarrett Allen for some shoestrings and a box of basketballs. And yeah, I mean, James Harden is James Harden, but imagine if Jarrett Allen was still on the Brooklyn Nets. And that was an incredible move. This front office has been great, adding pieces that other people didn't think were any good anymore. And I'm really excited to see what this